Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about a word that carries more weight than most people realize, and that word is addict. It's a label that can shape how society sees someone and how we see it ourselves. The impact of this label goes far deeper than most of us realize. Here's something to sit with for a moment. One single word can change the way a person is treated, the opportunities they're given, and even how they imagine their own future. That word is addict. Others, it becomes a heavy, painful identity that many never asked for. Let's break down why this label carries so much weight, psychologically, emotionally, and socially. When someone internalizes the label addict, it doesn't just describe a behavior. It can start to define their identity. It can lower motivation and self-esteem, making recovery feel impossible. It can intensify shame and guilt, especially in a society that still treats addiction like a moral failure instead of a health condition. It can create a fixed mindset where the person starts to believe, this is who I am, this is all I'll ever be. And over time, that constant internal battle can worsen mental health and overshadow every other part of who they are. This is the invisible weight many people carry long before they ever ask for help. The label doesn't just affect how people feel about themselves, it affects how the world treats them. People labeled as addicts face discrimination in jobs, housing, and even healthcare. Research shows strong implicit bias against the word, even among professionals and people in recovery. And because of that bias, many avoid seeking help at all, not because they don't want to recover, but because they fear of being judged, dismissed, or reduced to a stereotype. The word addict often oversimplifies a complex reality. It reduces a person to their struggle and ignores the trauma, biology, environment, and circumstances that shape addiction. Now, it's important to acknowledge that not everyone feels the same way about this label. Some people reject it completely. They prefer person first language like a person with a substance use disorder because it reminds them and others that they are more than their past. But others choose to embrace this label. For them, saying, I'm an addict, is a way of taking ownership, remove the shame, and build solidarity with others who've walked the same path. Both perspectives are valid. Recovery is personal, and the language is part of that journey. At the end of the day, the label addict isn't just a word. It's a force that can shape someone's identity, limit their opportunities, and influence how society treats them. Understanding the weight of this label helps us reduce stigma, support people more compassionately, and create space for recovery that's rooted in dignity and not shame. Because no one should be defined by the hardest chapter of their life. If this video gave you something to think about, let me know in the comments. And if you want more conversations like this, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.